What if someone handed you one of the hottest chili peppers on earth and dared you to eat it? It may look like a small, harmless red pepper, but one bite can make your mouth feel like it's on fire. This is the Carolina Reaper. For years, it held the Guinness World Records title for the world's hottest chili pepper. So how was it created? Why is it so incredibly hot? How much hotter is it than a chili most people know? And why do people actually eat something this spicy? Today, we're going to find out. Behind the Carolina Reaper is an American pepper breeder named Ed Curry. Through his company, Pucker Butt Pepper Company, Curry developed some of the world's hottest peppers. The Carolina Reaper wasn't a wild pepper that was simply discovered somewhere. It was created through years of selective crossbreeding. Its genetic background includes a Pakistani Naga pepper and a pepper from La Soufrière in Saint Vincent and the Grenadines. Curry repeatedly selected plants with the characteristics he wanted and crossed them over several generations. Eventually, he created a pepper with extreme heat and a distinctive flavor, and that pepper became known as the Carolina Reaper. In 2013, the Carolina Reaper shocked the world when Guinness World Records officially recognized it as the world's hottest chili pepper. Its official average heat was measured at about 1.569 million Scoville Heat Units. At the time, the record belonged to the Trinidad Scorpion Butch tea pepper. The Carolina Reaper surpassed it and took the title. But what does 1.5 million Scoville units actually mean? Let's compare it with something more familiar. A typical jalapeno has around 3,000 to 8,000 Scoville heat units. The Carolina Reaper, about 1.6 million on average. That means it can be hundreds of times hotter than a jalapeno. And the chemical responsible for that burning sensation is called capsaicin. And here's an interesting fact. It's not completely accurate to say that the seeds themselves are what makes a chili hot. Most of the capsaicin is concentrated in the placenta, the pale inner tissue that the seeds are attached to. Capsaicin activates receptors in our nervous system that normally respond to heat and pain. So your brain receives a signal that feels like your mouth is actually burning. That's why you can start sweating, feel intense heat, and even tear up after eating an extremely hot pepper. The Carolina Reaper also has a very distinctive appearance. It has a wrinkled red body with a small pointed tail at the bottom. That famous tail is often described as a stinger or reaper's tail. But here's something many people don't expect. Despite its extreme heat, the Carolina Reaper is also known for having a fruity, sweet flavor, with descriptions including hints of cinnamon and chocolate. So it wasn't created simply to be painfully hot. Flavor was part of the goal, too. So what do people actually use Carolina Reapers for? They're used to make extremely hot sauces, salsas, spicy snacks, and other food products, and around the world they've become especially popular among hot pepper enthusiasts and people looking for extreme food challenges. For many people, eating even one Carolina Reaper can be an intense experience. So this isn't exactly an everyday chili. There's also a common misconception about where Carolina Reapers can be grown. Some people believe they can only be grown at Pucker Butt's farm in South Carolina. That isn't true. Pucker Butt sells Carolina Reaper seeds, and the pepper is also grown by other growers. However, there are trademark and intellectual property considerations surrounding names such as Smokin' Ed's Carolina Reaper and the original genetics. So not every pepper sold as a Reaper should automatically be assumed to be an authentic original Pucker Butt line. But is the Carolina Reaper still the hottest chili pepper in the world? This is where the story gets even more interesting. No. In 2023, the same man who created the Carolina Reaper introduced an even hotter pepper. It was called Pepper X. According to Guinness World Records, Pepper X has an average heat level of about 2.693 million Scoville Heat Units. In October 2023, Pepper X officially took the world's hottest chili pepper title away from the Carolina Reaper. So today, the Carolina Reaper is no longer number one, but it remains one of the most famous and historically important super hot peppers ever created, and its story eventually led to something even hotter. So the next time you see a Carolina Reaper, don't think of it as just another little red chili. Behind that tiny pepper is years of selective breeding, scientific testing, a world record, and a story that eventually led to the creation of an even hotter pepper. Now I want to know, if someone gave you a Carolina Reaper for free, would you actually eat it? Drop a in the comments if you'd try it. And for more incredible stories from the world of food, subscribe to Tale of the Taste. See you in the next episode.